Welcome back. Well, the equity market continues to remain largely in a range. Let's talk about commodities now. We have Manisha with us in the studios. So let's find out what's on her radar. Manisha, so what is it today?
Well, Sylvia, I'm looking at metals because we've seen last couple of days actually see a bit of a profit taking and even some declines, and that was on the back of a firm US dollar index. The markets also saw a cut because there have been more and more statements and suggestions now telling you that the US Fed rate cut could be fewer and further, and that really has been weighing on. The China April number trade data that has come in today shows you that the April export numbers have gained up by 1.5%. That is pretty much as per expectations, but the imports are up by 8.4%, which was expected at 4.8%. That was in the previous quarter as well. So that tells you that the trade surplus in China really seems to be mismatching there. But the investment interest has just about continued, and we've seen buying, opportunity buying actually in Asia markets continuing for many of these metal prices there. I'll start with copper, and we've seen prices actually come back with the percentage of gains today. Yesterday was 1.5% of a decline. The markets also were taking a bit of a beating after Indonesia has extended copper export permits for Freeport Indonesia. Also, apart from that, when you look at the LME prices itself, well, cash to 3 months discount is at a record of $137 a ton. Last week, or by the April end, it was at $71. So that tells you that immediate availability of copper is on the higher side, is the reason you have cash trading in discount versus 3 months there. There also are no worries about inventories because China is looking to export almost 100,000 tons in sense of copper in the next few weeks. So there is going to be flooded international markets in sense of copper availability, and that seems to be weighing onto the markets as well. I want to take you to the prices where we are trading at around 98.80. That's off as of the prices today. Last week, we were trading at $10,208 a ton, and the markets have been telling us that this year you could be looking at all-time highs being breached again. 10,845 is an all-time high for copper. That was hit in March 2022, and the street anticipates that these are the kind of prices we could see yet again with the kind of demand push that we are seeing from EV, AI, conventional, cables, infrastructure, etc. Not just copper, we've seen a bit of a profit taking also come in for iron ore after China has come back from vacation. The rising port inventories is something that's weighing onto the markets there. But for today, it's going to be the US jobless claims number that come in today. And tomorrow is consumer confidence, and that would tell you on where the markets are headed.
All right, Manisha, thanks very much for that. Well, there's commodities in focus with Manisha. 100